What is going on, everybody? WeedUltimeNeedle here, and we're back again with an Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be a never used tier battle against Argon 657, a person I battled off my Discord server, and if you guys are interested in joining my Discord server, I'll leave a link to my Discord in the description. Now, Argon's actually battled a few other PokeTubers such as 6footHacks. He battled Shofu and beat him, and he beat PokeAim, so like this guy's pretty solid, so this battle is going to be pretty hard for me to win. I'm using a pretty cool team featuring Counter, Endeavor Sceptile, Spike Stacking, Qwilfish, and then I have like Golurk, Grumpig. Pretty fun teams. Argon's team looks pretty threatening as well. Let's just hop into this battle, and if you guys are enjoying my Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle content, I really would appreciate it if you hit the like button, as it's much appreciated. Now, as you can see, he's gonna lead off with this Scarf Primeape, because every Primeape is Choice Scarf. Like, I refuse to believe anything different, because every single Primeape I've ever seen in my life has been Choice Scarf. So like, maybe one day someone will prove me wrong and use like a Choice Bandit set, but every single Primeape I've ever seen has been Choice Scarf. So he's gonna U-turn out and bring in the Verless videos of the Garbodor. Very original nickname for Garbodor. Never thought up of before. And I just go straight for Counter because I was anticipating U-turn. We're able to get that play correctly, and we're able to one-shot Verless videos, which is a miracle. And unfortunately, Geico's going to go down because of Aftermath and stuff, but I mean, I'm perfectly fine taking this trade because Garbodor is an annoying piece of shit, and I just hate facing it. Annoying piece of trash, actually, would be a more mature way of saying it. But I'm going to bring in I'm Edible here. My Qwilfish is my opponent's going to bring in. James kicked me here, and I kind of make the mistake of bringing in Qwilfish on the double down because he brings in his Primeape, gets the Defiant boost from the Intimidate, so that was pretty well played on his part. And now, I didn't really expect Earthquake, but I guess Primeape learns Earthquake. It doesn't look like the kind of Pokemon that would learn Earthquake, but I guess it does. Thankfully, we did not get one-shot by Earthquake, as I'm able to set up the very skillful Toxic Spikes, and since we did get rid of his Garbodor, he has no method of removing them as far as I could see, so exchanging Qwilfish's life for Toxic Spikes is definitely good for me. So now, I decided to sack off my Qwilfish because I can't really switch into a +1 Earthquake, so I decided to let Qwilfish go down. We got up the Toxic Spike, so I really can't complain, and down goes my Qwilfish. So that's pretty good for me. I'm perfectly fine trading Qwilfish's life for Toxic Spikes because Toxic Spikes actually demolish his team. Now I'm going to bring my Blitzcrank here, my Golurk, and I know he's probably going to switch into his one of his grass types because he has Cordilli and other Pokemon, so, and I think he has Guzzlord as well. So I decided to go for the Ice Punch here as he's going to bring in his Hayden. Iron Fist Ice Punch is going to be able to KO this thing pretty easily, and I'm assuming that Golurk can outspeed Cordilli, so I mean, I'm not really afraid of him outspeeding me because it's Cordilli. Cordilli doesn't really run speed investment, and I am max speed Golurk. So now I'm just going to go for Ice Punch again. If he decides to switch out, then whatever. He has the chance to get frozen, so down goes the Cordilli to the Ice Punch. And yeah, we're able to prevent Stealth Rocks and Spikes and Toxic Spikes, so that's always a miracle for me. And now my opponent's going to bring Guzzlord here. And I don't know if this thing's like Choice Specs or if it's like Assault Vest or something, but I don't want to stay in here and take a Draco Meteor or Dark Pulse, so I'm going to switch out my Blitzcrank because I need to keep this thing to switch into close combats from the Primeape. So I'm going to bring in my Sock Me off here, my Sock, because I do have the Sturdy ability, and I'm very glad I was able to remove the Entry Hazard so I can actually utilize Sock's Sturdy ability. So he's going to drop a Draco on my head, and it's going to do a lot of damage bringing down to Sturdy, but it's fine because, we have Sturdy, and I do have the reversal to hit this thing extremely hard, so I don't think Argon really has a switch into this thing because Garbodor is dead, and yeah, so he's gonna have to stay in here and take the reversal essentially because he doesn't have a switch in. Gonna go straight for the stab reversal at 200 base power. I am Choice Scarf as well. I have run weakness policy on this set, but Sock really needs the speed, so I decided to give it a Choice Scarf instead. I have both close combat and reversal because, like, obviously I don't want to use reversal when I'm at full HP, so I have both close combat and reversal, just a set I was testing out. And I was going to bring in his Primeape. He is Choice Scarf Primeape. I thought maybe by some miracle I would outspeed him and be able to bob him with a reversal, but alas, down goes my Sock Me off. I should have probably switched out and preserved it, but like, I don't know. I thought maybe I can outspeed it, but it's Primeape, let's be real. So now he's going to bring in his allergies here as Whimsicott, and just thinking about that Whimsicott name is making my nose run, honestly. Like, I have really bad allergies when it comes to pollen and stuff. I'm going to bring in my Pitu here, my Perugly, and I'm like, okay, I have the Fake Out. I can easily bop this thing with Fake Out, but now Argon's going to decide to switch out and bring in his Primeape on the Fake Out, which was a pretty solid move because he's able to bring in Primeape for free, but he is poisoned, so he's going to take this big chunk of damage. Like, Fake Out does do, about a quarter health, and then Poison's going to bring him down to around half HP, which is pretty good. And now I'm going to predict him to predict my switch into Golurk and go for anything besides close combat, as I'm able to get that play correctly. I thought maybe he'd want to go for U-turn or Ice Punch, but I guess Earthquake is his move to hit Golurk. He's going to get a crit, which kind of is unfortunate, but what can you do? Gonna go for the U-turn here, anticipating him to go for his own U-turn, but he decides to go for Earthquake instead, which is fair enough. Now I'm able to U-turn out and bring in my Piglet here, my Grumpig, because I know I should be able to set up on this thing. I am sub-combined with the Select Bear with Gluttony, it was just another Grumpig set I've been testing out, because I have like 5 Grumpig sets with Gluttony, because Gluttony is such a fun ability to mess around with in Generation 7 because of how the berries got buffed. He does not knock me into half health, which is really funny because I do have the Select Berry, and since I have Gluttony, I would activate it at half health, so a little bit funny, but we're able to knock out the Primeape, thankfully. And now my opponent is going to bring in Allergies here, the Whimsicott, and I was really hoping that he would knock me into my Select Berry so I can outspeed this thing, but he's able to hit me with the Specs Moonblast. Actually, I have no idea if he's Specs or not, but this Moonblast does a crap load of damage. We're able to live at 10 health and get our Select Berry, and I do decide to go for Psychic here. I was going to go for Calm Mind, but then I realized I'm facing Whimsicott, so Encore is a move it gets, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, he's gonna get brought down by Poison, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sack up Piglet here, but he just has to go for the Memento, and I'm like, oh, he's not Specs Whimsicott? I thought from that Moonblast damage he was Choice Specs, but I don't really damage calc in Wi-Fi battles. It's just a big waste of time in my opinion. So I decided to just stay in here as he's gonna Memento, and it's looking pretty bad for me because even though Argon only has 1 Pokemon left, his visual, he's gonna bring in Pimp Knight here via Zangoose, and it's just an inside joke because like I'll visually Pimp Knight and he calls me Shofu. It's a fun inside joke. Gonna go for Focus Blast here, just trying to kill off this visually, but alas, he's able to live, and now he's gonna go for his Z Belly Drum. I was really hoping he wasn't Z Belly Drum, but I guess people are running Z Belly Drum because I mean, it gets you back to full health, then uses Belly Drum, so it's more consistent than Belly Drum and Citrus Berry. He's gonna go for the Z Belly Drum here, and it's looking pretty bad for me because Belly Drum Zangoose is probably just as good as, if not better than Belly Drum Linoon. I mean, I know Quick Attack is weaker than Extreme Speed, but Zangoose has a much higher attack stat than Linoon's. Is good, but you know, Linoon sets it up more consistently because of that Berry it gets with Gluttony. Now I'm gonna bring in Patu because Zangoose can easily like win late game, but I do have Fake Out, so I'm hoping Fake Out can 2 a KO the Zangoose, because if it doesn't, then I pretty much get smashed. But thankfully Fake Out does do enough damage to the point where I can just preserve my Purugly and then just bring it back in to Fake Out the Zangoose. So it should be the end of the battle. Thankfully the Zangoose was unable to beat me late game. I'm gonna bring in my Blitzcrank here onto the Quick Attack, and maybe I can live a knockoff at +6 attack, but I doubt it. Gonna go for the knockoff here onto my Golurk, and unfortunately Golurk is going to go down. So down goes my Golurk, and my last is Purugly, and I do have the Fake Out, so I should be able to win unless Zangoose has Protect, and if he has Protect, then oh my god, God bless dude, but no, he doesn't have Protect. He's gonna be able to go for the Fake Out here onto Zangoose and knock out visually. So very glad I decided to use Purugly in this game, because without Fake Out I would have definitely lost, and Fake Out can come clutch in some battles like in this one for sure. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this bit of a fast-paced Wi-Fi battle against Argon 657. Argon's also a PokeTuber. I will leave his channel in the description. I recommend you check him out. He posts Wi-Fi battle content and he's pretty solid. I thought for sure I was gonna lose to that Belly Drum Zangoose, not gonna lie, once he Mementoed, but thankfully Fake Out Patu came through. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this Wi-Fi battle against Argon 657. If you guys did enjoy the Wi-Fi battle and really want to support my channel, it means a lot to me if you hit the like button, as it keeps me motivated to put out this content for you guys, and it's always appreciated. And if you guys really want to support my channel and have any constructive criticism you want to leave me, be sure to leave that in the comments below, as I'm always trying to improve myself as a content creator, and I mean, any criticism you guys have will probably help me, whether it be positive or negative, because it lets me know I'm doing something right or wrong, and you know, the best way to improve is to see what the fans have to say. So I do appreciate it if you take the time out of your day to let me know like how I can improve, because it's always appreciated. And yeah, the question of the day is going to be, which PokeTuber is your favorite to watch at the moment? Let me know in the comments down below which PokeTuber's content you find the most entertaining to watch, or you just enjoy watching the most. Now stop it. You are not allowed to comment my name for this question of the day. Like, I do appreciate the people trying to butter me up and be like, yeah, you're my favorite PokeTuber, but for this question, you must pick somebody else. Like, I don't care if I actually am your favorite, but you must pick somebody else. I don't care. But anyways, my favorite PokeTuber to watch at the moment has got to be my buddy Leo, aka 6 Hats. He's a pretty good friend of mine, so his opinion might be slightly biased, but like, look, it's my opinion, so it's allowed to be biased. He's a very solid Wi-Fi battler, and he's way better at the game than I am, and he has about as much passion as I do for the game, so that's saying a lot actually. And he's posted more Wi-Fi battles than I have at the moment, so that's pretty solid, and I just really enjoy his content. You'll learn a thing or two from watching him, and he's a pretty chillax dude as well. Like, he can take a joke, and I just love Leo. But another PokeTuber I really enjoy watching at the moment, he's starting to get back into the swing of things, is Hayden. I'm sure a few of you guys came from his channel to my channel anyway, so I'm sure this is probably some of your guys' answers as well. He's a really funny dude, he's really chill, and he doesn't really try hard all that much. Now, I'm not saying tryharding is a bad thing because people want to win, but seeing somebody who's like more like laid back and doesn't really care about winning all that much is just a nice refreshing thing to see. Like, I can't be the only one who thinks like that, because seeing Landorus, it's pretty boring, and I don't know, he uploads mostly lower tiers and stuff, and I just find that really, really cool, and I really love Hayden, and I've been watching him since Gen 4, and his content stays pretty good, so I don't know, I just enjoy him a lot. And we need a rematch soon, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below who your favorite PokeTuber is to watch at the moment. But of course, thank you guys so much for watching till the end of the video. I'll check you guys next time. Bye!